Good morning, Abdulaziz. I just want to review, like we would in a morning meeting, our flow and routine for what you have prepared for you today. That begins with our Sunday schedule. When clicking on your Sunday schedule in Altitude, you'll see what happened today in history. Today, March 21st, 1826, Beethoven's String Quartet number 13 premiered in Vienna. That's what happened in 1826, but it's 2021. Let's see what we have happening today. Moving down into your steps, you'll see that there is a morning work cycle and independent work journal. This journal just outlines for you the works that are prepared for you and which ones might be best to prioritize in your day. Let's open your work journal and see what we have happening for March 21st. You'll see here that first is a reflex angles lesson. This is the lesson that you need to review before coming to class on Monday. What does that lesson look like? Well, let's take a peek. If you go onto your Sunday works, you'll see that there is a card called Reflex Angles. Just like it's listed in your work journal, this is a card that you can open, watch a lesson, take the notes, capture a picture of your work below, and then turn in the card. Next, if we look on your work journal, there are a couple of works to prioritize. The two first ones are experiments, your SDG experiment and your propping power experiment you chose Thursday. Both of those are also for Sunday. The Sustainable Development Goals card, which we reviewed, is all about can we clean water with the sun? You've reviewed this and written the letter. It's time for you to now do the work, the experiment. You can watch a video of me and how I documented my experiment. When you're doing your experiment, take photos, record some video, and include all of it in your student work below. That way you can share with your class and stream to the gallery all about your experiment and the work that you did for it. If you need access to your experiment, you can see the link is directly here below, or you can click on Can the Sun Clean Water here and still be able to access the lesson. Your second experiment you chose was propping power. This is a culmination of our work in roots. When you go to do this experiment, make sure you have the materials ready. You can watch the lesson again here, which we watched in together on Thursday, but you can rewatch if you need to have more support, and then go ahead and create your experiment. You also have some options here to extend if you wanted to try. Take a picture of your work as you complete it so that you can document your experience. If we go back to our work journal after the two experiments, the other two priorities are two works. One is in our vocabulary with words their way, and the other is a one-digit divisor problem. You'll see the one-digit divisor card is here. We've done some work with a digital material, and we're going to now try it out using a work. Understanding your work already with racks and tubes included a one-digit divisor and up to the 10,000s in the dividend. There are a few questions here listed. You'll see the problems, a total of 8 problems. You'll need to write these 8 problems down in your notebook first. Then watch this video here in order to see and remind yourself how to use the racks and tubes that are digital. The biggest piece of advice is don't get too click happy and be patient. Then, once you have a good understanding of how to use this material and you feel comfortable, using the problems you've written in your notebook, go ahead and complete them using the racks and tubes. As you complete them, write the quotient down in your notebook. Then you can return to this card, typing in your answers here, and checking them before turning it in. Your Words Their Way work is a work that you see you'll be doing with Zach. The Words Their Way work actually is where we'll work on our vocabulary, and it's beginning with looking at suffixes as part of our vocabulary root words. The only step you'll do on Sunday is to check off making your own sort. So how do we make our own sorts? The direction is here. Open the attachment, cut your own cards using strips of paper, and write one word on each. You have all of these words that you will place on strips of paper. You can see the size of the strip of paper here. Make one as well for the headings. Being prepared with this sort ahead of time will allow us to have a great lesson Monday with Zach together. So be sure to have your sort prepared and ready. Last but not least in our work journal, we can see that we have a poll of the day and another card to share what we want to learn. These work choices are here under your schedule. These are weekly works that you'll always get. The poll of the day you know about. And then, if you want to share with me something that you're curious about learning or a lesson that you need, you can use the What Do You Want to Learn About card here. It's one simple question. What lessons would you like? And what would you want to learn? If you have something you want to share with me, feel free to type it in the box there and turn in the card. That completes your entire work journal for Sunday. In addition, if you go back into your schedule, I want to point out a very important step. Since you're working independently on Sundays, as you work, record on paper the times that you begin each work. Recording the times and when you do each work will be part of turning in this card. You'll need to attach a photo of that to show me how your day went so that we can reflect on this on Monday. Once you have completed your morning work cycle and kept your work journal with your times beginning the work, be sure that you restore your environment, cleaning up and preparing for Monday. Preparing means you have your pencils, your notebooks, and everything you need in your workspace so that we can be efficient and honor our work time on Monday. Then attach a photo of your work journal here in the student work and turn in your schedule for Sunday. Remember that this environment on altitude is set up for you to be able to be successful if you read the directions carefully and follow each step. So take your time, Abdulaziz, and do some great work showing that you're able to do some independent works in here. And when you have questions, thinking about where you can find those answers too. Just like in our work cycle in the morning, it works the same. I hope you have a great work day and enjoy and find some wonderful results to these experiments. I've been excited to see these done, and we will see you on Monday.